What's up, guys? First video on the channel ever since I remade it, and here we are in Trailmakers, and I'm gonna not gonna about, but I'm gonna build um, a World War II naval fighter that goes in aircraft carriers. This is just the build that I made, the WW2 of a custom wrap that. But anyway, let's get straight into it. And also, if you like the build, you can copy it from here. And if you're on PlayStation, I'll post the build online. I'm not really good at making the builds like even or anything, but you can make something look good, and make it fly decent. So we're just gonna put this. I wanted to put something like the Bearcat series, somewhat for like the naval fighters in the USA. It's like something like the Hellcat, the Bearcat, and the Wildcat, stuff like that, and the Hellcat, that too. So that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. We're gonna add this for clear sights, about that far away. I want it to be very small, like it's compact enough to save space on barriers. Ignore the background, that's just a TV running off in the background. And, okay, so I've been thinking quietly, and kind of want to make it look like a mix of a Japanese, but like also American plane. It's like I want it to be very small, but like also very agile, with not so much guns. This is gonna be like a very cheap plane, so it's not gonna cost a lot of money to make, so you could put more of it out. So let me just grab the right parts, fill in this space. Boom, boom, boom. As you see, that's how it's gonna look like right now. Put that right there. Nope, not that. This. And go right there. Boom, boom, boom. Then, as you see, it's coming together very fast. My builds won't really be too detailed. They're gonna mostly look like, how do I say it? Like, how would I say it? Basically, it's gonna look simple, but it's gonna be effective. Jesus, can't speak tonight. Okay, so now that we got that, we want the wings to be very short. I got the guns inside the nose. I only want 4 of them. I mean 2 of them, so it's just gonna be these. Let's bring out the wings. One flap, 2 flaps there. There. That should be enough. So anyway, see how that looks. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see if it will take off. I don't really like this tail fin design. It's kind of too big for the plane size. It's kind of crazy. It's pretty maneuverable as it is right now though, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to customize that tail fin so that you don't burn so much energy just going into corners like you see I just did right there. Okay, well we already got that basic plane. Now we're just gonna set these combat flaps to be 90 degrees so that the landing flaps. And I want this combat flap. I mean, not combat. I want this to be a combat flap, so we're gonna put this like that. And we're gonna do the same thing for here. And then we're just gonna make this a different one, so like that. And just I'm doing it before, but so now it's gonna look like that. So let's see how it flies with that now. So that it's so the plane goes up and then it goes down. So with that, since with combat flaps, it increases the turn and it keeps us up in the air, which is good. You want this. This is gonna be like an F4F. So I'm not sure what kind of which one that is, if that's a Bearcat, Wildcat, or Hellcat, but this is what the design is going to be based off of. So now that we're done with that, we're going to switch this for this one right here, like that, perfect. And then, then switch the color out to make it more, well, let me see. I kind of want it to be more of that color. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to be the naval colors. So now let's just well, let's not delete that, but let's just put it to the side. And then let's just make it look like that. And we're just gonna put those in there. How's that? Let's move the wings just a little bit more up. See how that is. That's a lot of lift versus that's not so much, so I think I'm gonna keep it like that. But then shoot, just as they do with the back, like that. The plane has a lot of lift, a lot of turn rate. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit more so that it could, you know, perform more like an actual plane, not something like an actual arcade game or anything. So first off, we're gonna tone this down to make the speed 1 and make the angle 15 would be fine for me. And we're gonna go to these other ones. And then we're gonna just make the speed. Let's make the speed like 1 second. And then the angle, let's make it at 10, no, 11. Test that. Okay. Now let's just test if the plane will fly well and if I want to add some customizations. I like the roll rate. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like it. It's more maneuverable now. And it definitely does perform a lot better. Yeah, that's way better. Alright, well, let's see. That's a pretty short video. I mean, I don't want to make it too boring for my first video, so let's just extend it a little bit more. And besides, it's gonna look cool like this anyway. So, although I am kind of doing this just to extend the time on the video, it still is gonna look pretty cool like this. So let's just move that backwards. And then boom, 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 boom. And grab this. Put that right there. Perfect. Maybe let's take that out. Put that like that. And let's just move these wings back down a little bit. Like that. I mean, let's see. Let's see how it'll look. I feel like that's a little better. It kind of reminds me of like maybe a Japanese plane or something. Maybe a Russian one. Like maybe the I-16. And the turn rate, that I like the turn rate. And with the combat flaps, I'm not really sure if the combat flaps help or if they don't help. I think the combat flaps do help. And I definitely do love this roll rate. I kind of want it to be a little bit faster though. Also, let's keep in mind out of the way. Um, let's see. I kind of want this to be like an early war variant. So, like, maybe if we could put like this and just put it down like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now, let me just replace it for these tubes. So that way we can put our wheels. But use the go-kart wheels for these. And let's spread them out a little bit more. Form more like balance from on the ground. Then put this back on the land. Let's see. It looks good. I mean, I don't really like how like the wheels are, but we got to work with what we got. In real life, we would have lost a propeller right there. Let's turn on those combat flaps. I don't know. I kind of like it. And if we want, we could put. Oh, let me turn up the elevation speed. You know, just in case we're about to hit the ground like we just did right now. Put it to 0.3. I hope it doesn't make the plane too crazy. Maybe it might make it more maneuverable too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, let me land this thing down. Just land it, land it, land it, and now we're gonna stall. Boom, tough landing. We definitely landed face first. I don't know. I like it. I think let's just try to make it look like this. No. Okay. Let me just take off the landing gear then. The landing gear was just experiment. Everything else is good. However, I do want to make these 15 as well. Then, let's see. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Let's see. So you can see all around you, so that's a definite must, and we definitely do got that. The roll rate is good. I don't like how far, I mean how close the camera is. Where is orbit? Okay. So, so anyway, let me see. The roll rate is definitely good. Let's try to change that elevation. Yeah, I want it to be good in a dogfight, but I don't want it to die to a maneuver curve. So let's try to move that to 0.5 and see how that would do. Okay, so the plane definitely does move better. Yeah. Because I kind of want this to move like a Spitfire hybrid mixed with uh, um, FW190. So you could definitely. Oh, damn. I think I turned a little too hard right there, but. So you can definitely see like different mixes. Like the body is like a Wildcat. I think it's I don't know what it's called, so I'm just gonna call it by its actual name. So the body is the F4F, the roll rate is the FW190, and the maneuverability is the Spitfire. I like it. And then like maybe the cockpit placement is more like Japanese, maybe like a KI series. Yeah, I like it. I want to see how it looks like in first person. And with the combat flaps on too. And you could just keep your speed through it too. Whoa! And you got the. I'm kind of thinking, yeah, let's spread these out like that. And I'm gonna add another gun right here on the wings. So, boom, like that. Oh. And then to cover it up, to make it look like it's actually inside the wing, we're gonna use these armor plates to make it look like there's no gun sticking out. Or like yeah, you see like that. So now it kind of looks like it's like maybe a 20 mil or maybe a 50 caliber. Not in there, in there. Yeah, so now you see the difference. You got one sticking out of the wing, the other one like inside the wing. Boom, like that. Did it right? Yeah, I did it right. Okay. Let's save that, and then in case you like the build and you like the idea, and if you do have PlayStation, then you could download this and upload it. And I'm going to show you guys what the name's going to be. It's going to be really basic, nothing too crazy, because it's based off of something, but it's not an actual vehicle. So, okay, there you go. And let me just type in the controls into the description. This should take a minute, so I'm just going to mute my mic. Okay, now that I'm done with controls, I'm gonna put this into, let's see, where is it? Combat. Okay, so get the target's gonna be combat. Those are the controls in the description, and then the name is gonna be a World War II naval fighter. So there it is. It's submitted, and that is the end of this video. Um, so if you like the build, go ahead, throw up a thumbs up if you feel like it. And if you're good at trail makers, maybe throw in a tip that I could use to make my planes look better. And maybe next time I build a tank. I know I'm decent at building jets, somewhat better at props, and then I'm somewhat good at tanks too. But I could always get better, and I'll probably post maybe later today, or well, maybe later tonight, or maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. But see you later. This is my prop, and I am out with my first video.